Hey there guys, I have Vimeo up here because I wanted to show you just how easy it is to get to Modern Trader Summit. If you guys missed it in person, you can watch it online. Just type in Modern Trader Summit right here in the box, right here. Enter. There you go. Pulls it up right here if you guys want to watch it. Definitely some great speakers that were there and just starting to ramp up into the planning phases for next year, so getting really excited about that. I also spoke with Dan over at TrendSpider. That's a really cool software that will automatically draw trend lines for you. So here is the SPY. You can see it in the upper left-hand corner. And you can see it automatically, the computer algorithmically draws the trend line for you. So you can see, okay, hey, look, we've got this trend line here that's going upwards. We had this downward trend line, which it broke out. It's sort of oscillating between the two. You can also add moving averages. So definitely check it out. And there's Jane Trade 1 if you guys want to try it for 20% off for your first 6 months. I'm just starting to play around with it. So once I get a little bit more comfortable with it, I will give you guys a review. But so far, it looks like it's pretty amazing to me. We can also look up Facebook here if you guys are trading Facebook. And you can also, create your own watch list over here to see. You can set up alerts that will email and be texted to you. So you can see, of course, okay, Facebook, let's see, well, it shot up, set the new highs, pulled back, went down low. Okay, look, hey, it actually touched this trend line right here on Friday and could potentially bounce from here and continue on upwards after it had that pullback. You can also add Fibonacci, so let's just see if it adds the fibs. Okay, so look, here we're right here at the 78% retracement, so maybe this could be an area to watch if it holds above. I don't know if there's a way to zoom in, so totally just learning about it, but just wanted to give you guys a heads up. The information will be down below for the 20% off. And definitely check it out. It looks like it's pretty amazing software. I'm looking forward to trying to integrate it hand in hand with trade ideas because I love trade ideas for alerting. And also, TrendSpider also has the alert capabilities to it. But I haven't quite figured that out just yet. So we'll go ahead and get on to the watch list for the week. We'll start off with the SPY analysis. I actually haven't done too much of analysis on the daily off of the trend lines and everything like that. We'll get rid of my Fibonacci's here. So really what I've been doing, if you guys have not already gone to the Stock Whisperer.com. Definitely go and check out Stephanie Kammerman. Dark Pool, they have a Dark Pool app. She was one of the speakers at the Modern Trader Summit. Amazing. She's an amazing person and provides the Dark Pool prints on this app, which is great. I've been using it this week. Amazing stuff has happened. And basically there's dark pool prints, which is the big money buying, right, or selling, and they hide it in the dark pool. So you can see these levels right here, 285.59, 285.46. That was Thursday and Friday. Thursday there was a print at 285.59. Friday, excuse me, this was Wednesday and then Thursday, and then this was on Tuesday. So you can see, oh hey, okay, there's two major prints up here, over 1 million shares. Boom, what happens? Doesn't break out. It was in a consolidation phase, drops down, back down to a prior level, which they had sold it off down here as well. So you can look at my daily chart here. I've got these trend lines, right? So this is a downward trend line from the high before to the most recent upward. And then here we have a massive downward turn. So if we back it out, let me go ahead and shrink this a little bit. You can see we've got the upward trend line to be broken of resistance, downward trend line, and here's an upward trend line. These are past levels that I had for resistance and support. We've got the moving average here, so 20-day moving average. So it looks like it almost touched that 282. I would look more for 281.28 or 280 level before I think it will really bounce and continue to curl up. But we are definitely in an upward trend. If we pull it back to a weekly chart, you can see that we really have an upward trend in motion right here. So it could definitely pull back though down here, like I said, down to 80s, 281 level before I think it'll continue up, and will continue to break out once it breaks above this trend line here. But it went above and then pulled right back below. So keep that on watch. As always, guys, my watch list is my own personal opinion. Please do your own due diligence and trade at your own risk. I did have my Series 7, however, it is no longer currently active. So we'll get into the long list for the week. I have Angi first on the list, and we'll go to the one-day chart. Sorry, it went to Algerian gas, not the regular Angi that I'm looking for. And I hear my little one is up. She is just learning to sleep in a toddler bed. Big things happening this week. I'm actually going to be turning 41, so it's always, you know, time of reflection as to what's going on and everything like that. Great things have happened over the past year. I can't believe it's flown by so quickly. And also having surgery on the 20th. Really quick in and out surgery, but it's in relation to giving birth. So just something I had to get fixed. So I might be a little bit more quiet after the 20th, just for a couple weeks, and then back into full swing of things. But so here for Angi on the 15-minute chart, I'd say I would put support right around here, 1920 area, and then resistance of 1980. You know what, in watching stocks, anything over $10 really, I see that the 1920s, or sorry, 0.20 and 0.80 also act as resistance and support, more for big money buying. You know, they don't really trade as much at the whole dollars or 50 cents, but they're looking at the 20 cents and the 80 cents. They're taking that 40-cent move, and they will sort of ping pong it back and forth and then choose a direction and run it up. So if you start to see, like this one right here, if you start to see that this was at $19, but right here you can see, okay, well, it's sort of hanging around the 80s level. It hasn't really broken down. To me, that would be a pretty good indication that it's going to surge up, because you've got people, some bigger money, that they're trying to hold it up above this 80-cent level and then run it up and then bring it back down to the dollar range. Once it breaks that 20-cent mark, then it's going to run up usually to that next 80 level, test it. If it breaks through, I would look for it to go to 2020. Now, Angi has 50.48 million in the float, 34.94% short float volume on Friday. Then we also have Urban. I'm going to run through this because I hear my little nugget. She's just crying away. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Angi is at a 52-week high. Urban, 48.28 for the, 48.5 for the support level, and 48.94 for resistance. They have 82.51 million in the float, 33.91% short float volume on Friday, 52-week high and all-time high as well. How do I get these, guys? If you are not new to following me, you know I love trade ideas. All the information is down below. TTD, again, second time it had earnings, gaps up. Look, this is the third time. Big gap here, massive gap here. This one does have 32 million in the float and 41.73% short float volume. This was on my watch list on Friday. I said once it breaks above the pre-market high right here of 125, go ahead and watch this for a run up. Sure enough, $5. Can't be upset with that. So if you guys have not already checked out my watch list, which again, with my birthday, I forgot to mention, giving you guys 20% off my watch list if you use the code CAKE, K-A-C-A-K-E. Can't spell today. All right, next on the watch list is golf. We have it here. It is support of 2702, resistance of 2756. Looking at it on the daily chart, it is breaking out. You guys know I love these, so keep it on watch. 33.8 million in the float, 30.81% short float volume on Friday. AJRD is the last on the long list, and it is just broken out over here, 52-week high. So keep this one on watch. 36.10 for support and 36.80 for resistance. Then we had Rdfn on my watch list on Friday. If you guys get it, you know it was a great short on Friday. So I would say support of 1870 and resistance of, support of 1774, resistance of 1870. Then we have Rlgy. for a support of 2079, resistance of 2134. These are all 52-week lows. As you guys know, I like to find the ones that are breaking out to the top or breaking out to the bottom because they tend to have continuation for a couple of days afterwards as well. So this one does have 125 million in the float. We'll go to BFR. BFR, we'll bring it back to the 15-minute chart. I would say a support of 1080 right here. It could go down a little bit further to 1050 that peaked down, but like I said, those 80 cents are big numbers to me. So once that breaks, I think it could go down further. And 1110, 1111 as the resistance on it. So you can see setting new all-time lows, and it could easily go down there. Massive, massive volume on Friday. They do have 69 million in the float. Then we have PTLA. Again, setting 52-week lows here. So I would look for support of 28.25 and resistance of 29.65 and 54 million in the float. Again, this one setting new lows for the year, could be breaking down further. And finally, OMI, which I'd had on my watch list earlier in the week. If you guys get it, you know, once it broke down here, basically I had it as a short potential on, I think that was Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, bounce up on Thursday, Friday, continuation down. Would look for this to continue on further as it did hit a new 52-week low and ended the week on a low for support of 1404 and resistance of 1441 to be broken. I do have a couple on the long list to watch. XENT, I would keep this on watch right here. It is looking like it could fill a gap. You see right here, this 28 level, if it does break it, it looks like it could continue on up and fill up that gap right there. Also true. TrueCar does look like it has been surging up from this 865 level, and it did break out here. So I would look for it to hold the support level of 1265. If it does, it looks like, again, it does have more of a gap that it could fill up for $2 to the upside. And X-ray, I would also look for X-ray to curl on up here. Once it does develop a bottom, it did set a new 52-week low on Friday. So I would just keep this one on watch. It could definitely, dental supplies are just an industry overall that people need dentists, right? So this one could basically curl up from here. You know, look at this. It's at 39.68 is the high. You've got $30 potential to the upside, and then we go back. Really, $28, $10 to the downside if you really wanted to be, you know, just buy a couple shares, and that's your risk of $10 to the downside, 30 to the upside. You know, 3 to 1. As always, guys, if you like my content, please like and subscribe. Shoot over any questions that you have. I'm willing to help for sure. And have a great week ahead. Carter Bay Profit.